to 7:39, and think about this for a second. The next time that you take your eyesight for granted, I want you to think about our next guest. He has been blind since he was a little baby, and that has not stopped him from doing most of the things that you and I do every day, and some things you and I will never do in our lives. His latest project is his brand new book. It is Out of Sight Living. This is it right here. We're so very happy to be joined this morning by Blake Lindsay. Good morning to you, Blake. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning, San Antonio.
Can you tell this guy's done radio before? You listen to that voice. We're going to talk about your radio career in just a second, but I want to talk about the book first. Fascinating book about your life, and as we mentioned earlier, Kimberly said this, you have not let your blindness affect you one bit, have you?
Absolutely not. And my parents had so much to do with that. Positive parenting. That really went a long way with me, and they had expectations for me that were not so high that I couldn't reach them.
Right.
But they absolutely expected some things out of me, and they got results.
Yeah. And in the book, you talk about your childhood and everything. You were blind, since we mentioned, since you were a baby, pretty much 10 months old, right?
Yes. Retinoblastoma was the name of the disease, kind of a unique disease, and it sounds like dynamite, doesn't it? Blastoma.
Exactly. and even in the book, it talks about, not to give away too much, but your father even had offered to give one of his eyes to you to try to help you out.
And so did my mother. In fact, they both wanted me to have each of their eyes, so that I could have both of mine, and it was going to be unsuccessful. But you know, when I heard about that, it really touched my heart in a big way.
Yeah, I can imagine that it would. You've never felt sorry for yourself, though, have you? Never.
I haven't. I would say that maybe when I was 12, you know, when people would actually notice that I was blind.
Yeah.
I always wanted them not to notice, but absolutely, I have not felt sorry for myself. In fact, it's really been a unique opportunity for me to not only overcome obstacles, but turn obstacles into opportunities.
Certainly.
So it's been a wonderful chance for me to really reach out and inspire people. You know, if Blind Blake can do it, you can do it.
Exactly, and that's a perfect segue. Blind Blake was kind of your radio name, correct?
Yes.
And you had, 20-something years worth of
22
radio?
years, yes.
Including some work that you did here in San Antonio.
I worked at KTFM and KTSA.
Right.
I loved working there, 4 years, then Power 93 KITY. They were 92.9, then 96.1. So I made my rounds, but KTFM, KTSA primarily, and I was here for 8 years, and so San Antonio still feels like home to me.
Yeah. Now we have
here 8 years.
We have a photo that we wanted to put up, I believe, if we have it, of you working in the radio studio there, and I'm just curious. Okay, we already showed it then. How difficult is doing a job like radio when you do not have eyesight?
It's all from memory, as far as memorizing what everything is on the console. So it's real easy. Adaptive technology has really expanded my opportunities in other jobs, but radio was all memory. I would come in at least 45 minutes before and write down a few things, take some notes, and learn what to talk about beforehand.
Yeah, radio did a lot of good things for you, and it got you your wife as well, didn't it? That's a fascinating story.
It's the best thing that ever happened to me on radio. 2000.
By the way, we're just showing a picture of you and your wife right now. That's Jennifer, by the way, right?
She's a lot better looking than I am, I bet you.
But incidentally, if you could tell us a story about that, how you met Jennifer on the air.
She wrote me an awesome letter. I'll keep this thing all of my life. And I got it in the summer of 2000 at KISS FM in Dallas-Fort Worth. And I had worked there for 6 years. And she mentioned she'd listened for 6 years. And she wrote me a letter about what school she went to and why she liked my show. And she said several things that made me know that she for certain was listening to me.
Right.
And it was just an awesome letter. And so I responded to that. And we met each other a couple of weeks later, and we've been married now for just about 4 years.
And I was fascinated, too, to read that she did not know at the time that you were blind.
No, she didn't.
You dropped that on her later on, didn't you, when you started dating?
She handled it really well.
Yeah.
She was ready for it, and she said, wow, you know, you don't remind me of a blind person, because everybody kind of has that stereotype of what they think a blind person would be like. And so I was really glad, and it put her at ease to be around me and realize that I was handy-capable, and thank goodness not handicapped.
Exactly. Well, and the rest is history, certainly. Again, the book is Out of Sight Living. Zig Ziglar, incidentally, the very famous motivational speaker, has written the foreword for this book, and I know you're working with him right now.
Yes.
And we're just so honored to have you. It's such an inspirational story, and it puts everything in perspective. Blake Lindsay, continued success to you.
Thank you, Ernie. Thanks for having me on Fox News First.
You need to do some commercials for us, by the way, when we're done here. Blake, thank you, sir.
I enjoy being on Fox 29. Thanks for having me.
Listen to love that voice. 7:43 now. Coming up, we're going to check the weather and entertainment news as well. What a night on American Idol last night. The contestants got their Latin groove on, including Haley and the rest of the kids. We're going to see if Haley's going to stick around another week. That's on the way. 7:43 again. Here's a look at cruise control. I-10 in Vance Jackson, still very slow out there. Eastbound I-10. 281 also slow as well, so we're going to keep an eye on it for you. And we will be right back on, what is it, Blake?
Fox 29.
You got it. We'll be back.